Well, hi everyone, welcome to another video. Many people have said that Turkish Airlines has a really high standard of catering in their business class cabin provided by the Austrian firm Doe & Co. To prove that to the test, I had to try their product myself. So please join me as I take you on board a culinary journey on board Turkish Airlines. Okay, so here I am checking in at Cape Town International Airport. Here is the business class check-in. And as you can see, I'm about to board TK041, which stops over in Johannesburg before going to Istanbul. Okay, through security, I'm making my way to the lounge. And it's not too exciting, it's just a contract lounge with very limited amenities. So let's just leave it at that. Okay, so here I am airside, and here's my first glimpse of that beautiful A330 I'm about to fly on. An A330 300 series from Turkish Airlines. And it's been christened the name Culinary. Here's another view. And we are about to board. Okay, here I am, boarding the airplane, and at this stage I'm getting very, very excited. So welcome aboard, and the first thing I notice is that it's a very spacious cabin, very well decorated cabin, and I'll just show you some of the seat features of the business class product. So you get a large IFE screen, an ottoman to put up your feet, space for your headset, space for your literature items, for your slippers, for your blanket or a bag. Here is the large tray table that I'll be eating from. Later on in the flight I'll show you. There's also the power socket and Panasonic EX2 IFE remote. And here is the seat controls. It's all very self-explanatory, and as you can see it's a angled lie flat bed, not a fully lie flat bed. Reading lamp, and also a privacy screen with your seat neighbor just by pressing that button there. Okay, you also get some slippers, and here is a legroom shot. It's quite comfortable. You can put your feet up on the ottoman and a lot of space to stretch your legs out. Okay, the service is about to get out of the way. I've ordered a raspberry and strawberry drink. And here's a nice lady handing out newspapers and the amenity kit. Okay, here's the headset again. And here is the Crabtree and Evelyn amenity kit on board business class. Okay, inside you get items such as jojoba oil and a separate pouch with socks, eye shade, and rest of the items such as a toothbrush, comb, etc, etc. It's quite a nice bag. Okay, we've pushed back now, we're getting underway to Joburg first. Lining up on the runway, about to take off. Okay, and away we go, and it's quite a nice scenic takeoff from beautiful, beautiful Cape Town, South Africa. And just enjoy that scenery. As you can see, all the landmarks, Tabletop Mountain, Camps Bay, and all the beaches in Cape Town. Okay, we're high above the clouds now, and the service is about to begin. Chef brings me a hot, refreshing towel to start. Flight attendants are making their way forward to prepare the bar. Here is a Turkish red wine. It's actually quite fruity and quite strong. I quite like it. I highly recommend it.
Did you order fruit meal?
No. Okay, so I have no idea how that happened, but it would be very, very disappointing had I eaten a fruit meal on board a Culinary Turkish Airlines flight. Anyways, here is a snack service, a smoked salmon and apricot and almond cake for the short flight to Joburg. And here is the magazines. I'll just quickly show you. There's the IFE guide with the usual channel information about the movies, TVs, music, that sort of thing. And Kobe Bryant. And here's where I think Turkish Airlines has done a really good job. A separate fold-out puzzle book. Now most airlines have their puzzles within the main magazine and it just becomes very messy after someone writes over it. So it's a very, very clever initiative by Turkish Airlines there. A really cool feature is their onboard camera. As you can see, we're descending through the clouds on the way to Joburg, and it was a very scenic and lovely day to go flying. Just check out that view. Making our final approach to Joburg now, and here we are. Oh look, there's Qantas. So we arrived at Joburg and we are all remaining on board for about an hour or so, and the unusual thing is, despite it being an international tag flight, all the passengers from Cape Town had to remain on board, whilst the Joburg passengers boarded the aeroplane as well. Now normally for these sort of flights I would imagine everyone would have got off for security reasons, but I guess this is unique. But I'm not complaining as I take you through the IFE system. As you can see, there's a lot of choices, and the first thing I noticed is that how quick it is. There's absolutely no lag at all whilst I was browsing through all these menus. Quite a lot of Turkish music choices. And for TV. Okay, so we're about to get on the way, and as you can see, we're about to fly straight up north to Istanbul. Okay, and here is my second drink. It's a lemonade. And a really nice touch is the Godiva pralines that everyone in business class receives. Okay, we've pushed back. We're about to get on the way to Istanbul. And just can't get enough of this no-skew camera, to be honest. It's a really cool view. And here we are, taking off. And off we go. Flying over the scenic lights of Johannesburg. Okay, here's a Turkish delight to give us a bit of a flavour of what's coming up next. And here is the menus which were given out, and the first thing I noticed is that how cleverly designed these menus were. They look like the walls of a palace, to be honest. And as you can see, the menus consisted of a set of entrees from a trolley cart, a soup, and also 3 mains. Now unfortunately the lamb had run out by the time it got to my row, so I didn't get to try out the lamb. But that's okay, because I ordered the next best thing, which was the pan-fried fillet of Dorado fish. I also had the cream and zucchini soup, and also pretty much everything from the entree selection. And for dessert I had everything as well. Turkish desserts, the apple tart, chocolate mousse, blueberry ice cream, and I finished it all up with a nice cup of tea. Now the all-important wine list. So you get about 2 to 3 choices for each blend of white or red wine. And I had the Turkish red wine, which was from Deluca, from the southeastern Anatolian region of Turkey, and I really enjoyed that one. I also had the Prestige Nerins 2012 from the Cappadocia region of Turkey, and I highly enjoyed that one as well because it was very fruity in flavour. It was very well balanced, goes very well with the fish. Okay, here is the breakfast menu, and I think I ordered most items from this menu as well, including orange juice, the smoothie, coffee, had the omelette, herb and mushroom omelette, cherry tomato, broccoli and fried potatoes, and also I think they had a yogurt choice as well. So I ordered quite a lot of items from both menus, and let's see how they turn out. Okay, so I've now been waiting for this, so let's begin. To start, had some amuse-bouche, which was an arancini ball, a chicken wrap, and a spinach and feta pie with some mixed nuts. And it was a really good way to tempt the taste buds for the degustation that was about to occur, so that was a very nice way to start. And here are the lovely flight attendants pushing down the entree trolley, and as you can see, everything is just very well decorated with the way they present their food. You can see from the silverware, it's all very nice. And the first thing we receive is actually a plate of accompaniments and a mini candlelight. So here's the plate of accompaniments, and as you can see, it consists of the Dough & Co. olive oil, a butter, a Dhaka spice, a bread, dinner roll bread, and also salt and pepper shakers that look like the top of minarets. And here is the Dough & Co. candlelight. Candlelight dinner high above the clouds. That, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is a very, very clever and nice touch. So good on Turkish Airlines. So now the flight attendants are preparing the entrees, and as you can see, they're getting the entrees from individual plates. And here is my entree, and as you can see, it's got the puff pastry, it's got the mesclun salad, the white haricots, the yogurt with cucumber, and the shepherd's salad. And here is the prawns on nikwa salad as well. And that is quite a lot of food for an entree. And here is the creamy zucchini soup, presented on a very nice ceramic plate. And it was very light, it was very subtle in flavour, which I prefer, and it was indeed very well made. Now here's the main of Dorado fish, and it's again very well presented. Went well with the Turkish white wine, and importantly, as you can see, although it's a little bit dry in the middle, it was crispy but very tender, and it was very enjoyable to eat. Okay, so the flight attendants are now pushing the dessert trolley, and as you can see, they're preparing all the various types of fruit and desserts. And here is my plate with the baklava, ice cream, fruit and apple tart, all very tasty. And how can one ever refuse to have a chocolate mousse? And there you have it. To top it all off, I also had a cup of tea, which was served on a very nice silverware plate with a praline. Now I took the time to have a bit of a nap as I turned all the lights off, as we're cruising high above the African continent. And as you can see, all the lights are now switched off, so it gives me an opportunity for a bit of a rest. But not long after, as we're cruising above Egypt, breakfast is now served. Starting the breakfast service is, first of all, a fruit platter. I ordered 2 orange juices, 2 OJs, and also a cup of tea. And as you can see, we also get a cup of cheese and also the yogurt. And here is the, well, I guess the main course of breakfast, which is the herb and mushroom omelette with broccoli, cherry tomato and fried potatoes. And now, to see how good it really is, I'm going to cut through and see if it's moist and tender and, most importantly, edible in the middle. Most airline breakfasts I'm not a big fan of, mainly because the eggs come out dry and tasting like rubber, but on this occasion I was pleasantly surprised that it actually tasted like real eggs, and it was indeed very moist.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Some sugar?
Yes, please.
So now the degustation experience on my flight is well and truly over, and we are also on the final approach to Istanbul. And if you look closer, you can see some famous landmarks, some of the bridges along the Bosphorus. And as we make a U-turn, we approach Atatürk Airport from the south, and we're just about to touch down, and here we are in Istanbul. So what did you guys think? Was it a good culinary experience on board Turkish Airlines? I have to say, absolutely 10 out of 10 for their catering effort, with the amount of choice, with the way things are presented, and also with the way things have tasted, and also by the fact that this was catering from an outstation, i.e. from Cape Town. I have to say I was well and truly impressed. Now, some of the other scores that I like to give Turkish Airlines on this flight: the amenities, I'd say 8 out of 10. OTP, 10 out of 10. We're on time, we arrived early. And the service, although it was efficient, friendly and professional, it did lack the warmth and the down-to-earth nature of service that I have experienced on other airlines. So I'll give them a 7 out of 10 on this occasion. That's still quite a good score, considering that Turkish Airlines, most of the flight attendants don't have English as their first language. And of course for the IFE, 9 out of 10. It was very quick, there was no lag, great choices. And for seat comfort, I give an 8 out of 10. Even if it's not a fully lie flat business class seat, it was still very comfortable. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hopes it gives you a bit of an insight into the long-haul Turkish Airlines experience. I'll be making more videos in the future, so please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.